It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Dolphins and the Bengals under the lights on Monday night.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, wild first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest.
Here's Evan McPherson, and off we go here on Monday night. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tua. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
3rd down is the down that pass rushers live for. More often than not, they know it's a passing situation, and they get to just pin their ears back and go. Here early in this game, they're able to bring down the quarterback, and I got a feeling this won't be the last time.
So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the 1 interception. I think today, get him off to a good start, get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it. If they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
Carr to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the ground, here's the rookie out of Arkansas. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second down, Carr. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. We'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And for the moment, that's a first down, but we do have a marker down. Let's see if this one will hold up. Play action now. It's Carr. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll spin his way forward for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Now he'll run it. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And a nice defensive play there coming through to make the play in the backfield. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here's Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
The pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag down in the backfield, usually the spot that tells us hold it. Here's Jake Bailey now. And John's a punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. That's complete to Moore on the right side. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Here's Trenton Gill now, and he'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Dolphins offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Here's Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now it's Tua. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Washington. 3rd and 9. Hill brought in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bengals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's got a Bengals first down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Gesicki, the man in motion. First down throw for Carr. This one complete to Higgins.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a give up the middle, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go play action with Carr. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And 2.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Following the penalty, they'll run it. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Carr working out of the gun. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They bring Chase in motion. On 1st and 10, Carr. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They motion the slot man left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Carr. Taken in by Gesicki. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? To throw, it's Carr. And he'll take it on in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once again. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Holding offense.
Hill brought in motion. Off play action, it's Tua. That's complete to Smith. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Miami. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown in time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense and their running back set to go once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Carr. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Moore going in motion. They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now, Carr. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
He was brought down by Daxton Hill. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Dolphins.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Tua going to give it to Achane. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Chris Jenkins there on the tackle. Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Bengals offense ready to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Moore going in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. Second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
25-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Carr. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40.
Off the play fake. Here's Carr. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Miami.
Flags coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Austin Jackson, the former first-rounder, guilty there. Here's Tagovailoa. This one complete right side. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Tua to throw again. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Throwing again, it's Tua. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down, Miami.
Tua now on first down. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Again, it's Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
A 27-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The home team's offense going to take over just before the half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. The second down throw is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Going to look deep, looking for more. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Steelers who were able to walk away with the road victory. Najee Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Kenneth Walker, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Jonathan Brooks, a touchdown run in the victory. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. That's on the veteran, Trent Brown. Back to the ground after the penalty. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call.
Still second down.
They bring Chase in motion. 2nd down, Carr. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw and brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Defense. Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. In motion, it's Waddle. No chance at all. He'll go down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Out of the pistol, here's Tua.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. He'll be stopped here, short of the 1st down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend their 3rd quarter lead. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They bring Chase in motion. Carr now on 2nd down. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Try him again. Another one to Higgins. Down the right sideline. And he will score. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, Malik Washington. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The visitors' offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Tua. And that'll be batted down. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. 3rd down coming up. Tua gonna throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away as he's standing right around his own goal line. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The home team's offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. On 1st down, Carr. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Carr working out of the gun. To the middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Carr. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt.
Formation.
He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Hill brought in motion. Fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
First and 10. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. He's going to run it. And Tua very wisely hits the deck after picking up the first down. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. There he goes again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Off play action, it's Tua. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Tua now on third down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on third down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he finds Tyreek. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. But there is a flag down into the play, backed by the quarterback. Let's see. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with first and 10. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Carr. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Tua. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The Bengals offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. So we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Carr. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. Now he'll run. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Jones now on the return. Strong. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Catch left side is made by Higgins. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 32-yard line.
They bring Chase in motion. 2nd down, Carr. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They bring Chase in motion. Carr now on 2nd down. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
3rd and long, and here's Tua. Catch made there by Waddle. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The Bengals offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. And he'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw from Carr. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. They bring Chase in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Now a give to Achane, heading right. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Man in motion here is Washington. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a toss, right side. Nice move, slips a tackle, gets forward for a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Carr working out of the gun. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Carr now to throw on first down. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
First down throw for Carr. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Brings up 2nd and 18.
To throw, it's Carr. He gets this one to Moore. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Carr to throw it on fourth down. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Achane. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll toss it here to Achane. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. And he's going to go backwards again. They went to him twice in a row. The defense stops him twice in a row for loss. And now it's fourth down. And now here comes the punt team. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. They'll drop to throw. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. To throw is Carr. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And he will have the first down. Behold everything here. Flag is down. This play may not stand. They need 8 yards to keep it going. 4th and 8. Carr to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The kick is good.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. To the outside, a catch made by Moore. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Gesicki, the man in motion. Carr throwing on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. On the handoff, this is Achane. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Once again, it's Achane. And he's going to be taken down after a big second down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. Tua to take a knee. And that should be the final act in this one. Here's 3rd and 7. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Jack Bailey in formation for the Dolphins.
So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from Cincinnati.